if you don't get.
What's good with y'all? Hey, stop smiling. Did I just catch you being happy? Ain't nothing to be happy about. Dead that right now. Nah, I'm playing. Now, currently, as I'm making this video, my most popular video is a Bleach video. Y'all was jacking the Soul Society arc video. Pause. So that means y'all like Bleach, which low-key means y'all will want to see another Bleach video. So here go 2 more for y'all. Or in this case, 1 more. 1,000-year Blood War videos might come in the future. I don't know yet. I'm not promising nothing, but we'll see. But this video, as you can see by the title, covers the Arrancar saga. When it comes to the best arcs or sagas in anime, this saga is low-key extremely underrated. Ulquiorra is extremely underrated. Look at his eyes, look at his soul. You can just tell he hates the fact that he exists. Ichigo was moving like 1996 MJ in this arc. Was the plot high-key glazing him in this arc? Absolutely. Was it still tough though? Absolutely. In this arc, Orihime still crying. Chad's still big as hell for no reason. Aizen still got that weak-ass hair piece dangling. I'm just hating, not gonna lie, that shit kinda tough. Wait till I lock up. And yeah, the Saga 5. Without further ado though, we gonna cover the arc. Follow my Instagram, join my Discord, and enjoy this Clorox video. Now the Arrancar arc all starts with this.
Ichigo Kurosaki.
As you can plainly see here, Ichigo in fact does have beef with crackheads. Back over where Ichigo's at, he's at school. He's about to start algebra, that weak ass subject. Not anyway, Hasbro was in class waiting to do the Pythagorean theorem. His Soul Reaper badge went off. He left class, then Orihime and Chad left class.
What the dog doing?
The call wasn't even for them. People just do anything to get out of class, bro. I'm people. Ichigo slimed out a red hollow demon that looks like a pug. Ugly face and then Ichigo and them walk off in every direction but where the school's at.
Yo, who the f is this?
What's he doing upside down? In the milk carton's upside down too? You're not a vibe, bro. Dudes learn to fly and just start doing anything. This right here is Shinji Hirako. He talking about some
Ichigo Kurosaki.
Damn, why everybody on his meat? Everybody keeps talking about Ichigo like he Gojo or something. He hasn't even passed me yet. The next day, Ichigo's back in class. So I get in them books, man. And the dude that was in the sky the day before is now a new student in class. While Ichigo was at the crib, he got a Soul Reaper call. He answered the call to go find another hollow to slime out, but he almost got slimed out instead by this dude. His hairstyle is so damn buns, he looks like his name is Stewart. After that, hollows start popping out the woodworks. One hollow attacks Ichigo's friend Uryu. Ichigo has a mod soul inhabit his physical body when he becomes a Soul Reaper. That mod soul got attacked by the mentally unstable Chicago prototype of destruction from earlier because he thinks he's Ichigo. Then Shinji starts telling Ichigo that he and him are the same. He can perform whiteface, hollowfy like Ichigo be doing, and he explains that he's what he calls a Visored. Uryu was out there looking like a flopper while fighting a nameless hollow, but his dad, aka Mr. Switch him down, switched down the hollow and saved his son. Now before this arc, Uryu had powers. In the Soul Society arc, he was moving very dangerous. He was looking like Kobe. After that arc though, he lost all his powers, he lost all his sauce. He was washed. As a matter of fact, he wasn't Kobe, he was Tracy McGrady. His pops told him that he can give him back his powers if he never associates with the Soul Reaper ever again. Now he said this because Uryu and his dad are Quincy's. Quincy's got beef with the Soul Reapers. As the mod soul in Ichigo's body was about to get torched by Grand Fisher, Ichigo's pops pulled up. He's a Soul Reaper? So what do you say? Do you want to join the Visor?
No, nigga.
Ichigo's dad loaded to Grand Fisher. Not only does Ichigo have a dad, something no anime main character has, but he's also low-key kind of tough. I don't know, man. Ichigo's household isn't broken enough for me. See, Luffy got no dad. Well, he does, but his dad be like overseas. No mom, one of his brothers packed up. That's that real struggle. What do you mean Ichigo has a loving family of a dad and 2 sisters? He's not hindered enough. He gotta get like Denji, bro. He gotta get like Guts, bro. Alright, that's crazy. After Ichigo's dad Ishin does that, Bucket Hat Kisuke and Ishin start talking. Essentially, the convo goes like this. As I mentioned before, Shinji is a part of a gang called the Visoreds. They're a bunch of hollow-fied ex-Soul Reapers who now have hollow powers. There's another group of organisms called the Arrancar. Arrancars are basically hollows that don't have CTE. Similar to Visoreds, they have the powers of both hollows and Soul Reapers. The difference though is that Arrancars were hollows first, then obtained Soul Reaper powers. Visoreds were Soul Reapers Reapers first, who then attained hollow powers. Now recently, the Arrancars have kind of been getting too tough. They're starting to be as smart as Bucket Hat Splash. They're moving like Prime Brawn. It's getting real sinister in the Clorox street, so the Visors gotta lock in. The Soul Reapers gotta lock in too. Everybody gotta lock in. And the Visor's way of locking in is teaching Ichigo how to use his powers, because he's basically a damn Visored. He's a Soul Reaper hollow. He's actually the avatar of Bleach, if we gonna keep it a bean. The way the Clorox plot glazes Ichigo is so crazy, but we're not gonna get into that in this video. Now, who's behind the Arrancar sudden rise in strength? Aizen. Sosuke Aizen Yokoso Watashi no Soul Society. Now basically, right, Aizen has used the tool of ultimate ignorance, aka the Hogyoku, and he uses that tool to give Hollow Soul Reaper powers. So now basically he's creating an army full of thugs to take over the world. Orihime, what's good, shawty? Take your hands off her. Huh, bro, what? Man, shut your white knight ass up, nigga. You're coming with me. Huh, what? Unhand me. Leave my school. I'm not joining your gang, bro. No, Ichigo. Stop eating eggs, nigga. Your breath stink. Meanwhile, Uryu tells Mr. Switch him down, aka his dad, that he wants his Quincy powers back. And in exchange, he will never associate with the ops again. And to boot, he put it on dead dogs. Damn, that means he will never jack Ichigo again. That's the pause. That's the Ichigo comes home and starts worrying about his inner hollow coming out. He lays down his inner hollow talking about some Ichigo, you get nose, or the Hime don't jack you. As y'all can see, that nigga Ichigo going through it. He got a dude with black eyes in his head 24/7. Meanwhile, Orihime and Chad are somewhere catching straight built from an Arrancar. Especially Chad, damn. This Arrancar named Yami doing them so dirty, I wouldn't be surprised if Orihime turned racist after this. Orihime has healing powers, so she heals Chad. Ulquiorra peeps this, says, interesting. Then tells Yami to kill Orihime. As Yami was about to do that, Ichigo pops up out of nowhere and saves his shawty. What the hell is on that nigga Yami head? Ichigo activates his Bankai and immediately cuts off Yami's arm, subsequently making him related to Red Hair Shanks. So as a result, Yami intends to pull out his Zanpakuto. Once he was about to do that, Ichigo starts tweaking out. His inner hollow, his inner demon, the demon's face and starts coming out. Orihime peeps this and tries to save Ichigo, but she gets pimp slapped by Yami. Damn, Luffy, is that you? Then Yami starts giving Ichigo back shots. Ichigo? As Ichigo was about to get packed up and get sent to the Rukon trenches, Kisuke and Yoruichi save him. Then Yoruichi starts giving Yami straight work like the strong, independent black woman she is. As Kisuke was about to eliminate Yami, Ulquiorra stops the attack. He's like, Yami, let's just go, bro. You're not that guy, little nigga. That's Yoruichi. That's Bucket Hat Kisuke. Tapped him with Bucket Hat Splash. If you keep fighting them, you gonna get sent back to the lobby in a flash. Then they leave. Scary, nigga. Damn, auntie, slow down. The food not going nowhere. Back over at Ichigo's school, Soul Reapers from the Soul Society start attending Ichigo's school. Rukia too. Why the hell is she in the window? One thing about Bleach niggas, bro, they always gonna find a way to farm some damn ore. If there's ore to farm, they will find it. And if they can't find it, they gonna find a way to find it. They told Ichigo that the reason they're there is to help them battle the Arrancars. As of right now, the town Ichigo lives in, Karakura town, is typically peaceful. In the next couple weeks, low-key the next couple days, is gonna look like tilted towers. Back over at Ichigo's crib, Toshiro starts lore dropping. Basically, right, there's three types of hollows. There's the Gillions. They're big, stupid, and slow. They listen to only Osama-san and Bullymon, so their brains are fried and they eat coleslaw and shit. Then there's the Adhuchas. They listen to Polo G, Rod Wave, Gunna, G Herbo, so they're much more intelligent. Then finally, there's the Vasto Lordes. They're the strongest of all Menos, strongest of all Hollows. Some of them are actually stronger than some Soul Reaper captains. Ulquiorra and the formed head nigga are Vasto Lordes. Ulquiorra and Yami make it back to their people's secret lair. Aizen, their leader, is like, so hey y'all, let me know what happened. Ulquiorra takes off his eyeball, breaks it, and airdrops all the info to everybody in the room. Very peculiar way of relaying information, but I guess, nigga, I think Japanese people got an eye fetish or something, bro. Grimmjow was like, hey, Ulquiorra, you let them live? Lame ass. So Grimmjow brought his thugs to Karakura town. His plan was to kill any being with spiritual pressure located there. Like I said, bro, it's about to become tilted towers. Ichigo and all his friends all felt the evil Chicago energy emitting in the air. They prepare for battle and immediately they pull up. Chad almost lost his life, but Ichigo saves him. Oh my days, Chad, you almost got wiped wiped off the map immediately. Lock in. Ichigo was like, hey Chad,
Get the fuck out of here, little nigga.
and Chad couldn't do nothing but listen like a good little boy because he is in fact buns. So then Rukia pulls up. Rukia tells Ichigo,
Get the fuck out of here, little nigga.
then she starts frying D-Roy the Arrancar. His name's D-Roy, he gotta be black. She hits D-Roy with the power of a 9'11" dark skin Aokiji, and she defeats him. Then Grimmjow pulls up. Another one of the Arrancars is like, damn, so they took out D-Roy. That's what he gets for being stupid. Your man's D-Roy got taken out? Let me give you what D-Roy got. Roar, Zabimaru! Whenever Renji says roar, Zabimaru, just know he's about to lose, dog. Ain't nothing scary about that nigga's roar. Like, look, bro. Oh my god!
What the hell?
He just no-look blocked his attack. That man Renji is so buns. Meanwhile, energetic crackhead Saitama is currently fighting Edorad? Fuck it, we gonna call him Edmund. They was fighting. Ikaku was making it seem like his attacks were predictable, so he could get one hit on bro, and he did. Like I said, bro, he's a crackhead. He don't care about life. Meanwhile, Grimmjow Jaggerjack. That's such a tough name. He one-taps Rukia. No! Edmund right now is out there literally torching Ikaku. He's trying to show him that you don't have to consume crack daily or even at all, to be honest, to have strength and be tough. He's saying if Ikaku didn't constantly consume crack, he would still have hair on his head. Ikaku didn't like the idea of laying off the crack, so he activates his Bankai and starts piecing up Edmund. Franklin Saint victim Saitama and Edmund have one final clash, and as you would expect, the 1980s crack fiend won the fight. Kids out there watching, even though he won, don't do drugs. Stay in school, drink water, and listen to Polo G.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Meanwhile, Toshiro's getting cracked, no pause. Renji Zabimaru still isn't roaring. I told you, bro, he uses that move, he puts in no work. Some little girl was getting tired of Renji putting in no work, so she steals Renji's op and starts giving him the hands of a Vulturemite. But then the Arrancar activates his Shikai, so he starts frying everything. Toshiro's opponent does the same. Chat, is this drip? Nigga looks like he loves tickling. Randomly, Toshiro got attacked. I don't even know what bro did. All he did was look at Toshiro and he got sliced up. Not gonna lie, that's aura. You're so nonchalant. You're so cool, bro. In fact, he's so cool, he just starts dropping lore on Toshiro. This dude right here is Arrancar number 11. However, that does not mean he's the 11th strongest. I'd hope not. There's no way him and his long ass fingers could be top 10. The number of an Arrancar doesn't show strength. At least that goes for the Arrancars above the number 10. Arrancars number 10 through 1 are called the Espada because they're the 10 strongest Arrancars. Right now, he's currently jacking that his power is nowhere near an Espada strength. And right now, Toshiro is losing to him, so basically he's calling Toshiro a sorry ass little boy. Do you want to know who is in the Espada though? Espada number 6, Grimmjow Jaggerjack. That name's so tough, bro. I'm gonna name my son that. My son Grimmjow gonna give people straight work in basketball. He gonna be laying on people's heads. Kids in 2039 gonna get laid on by a dude named Grimmjow. That's tough. That man Ichigo is getting tossed in K-Town right now by Grimmjow. This man Ichigo getting packed up in his own hood. Grimmjow starts pounding Ichigo's face and just laughing at him, dog. Bro's just having the time of his life. You would think he's beating in some cheeks. Grimmjow hits Ichigo into the air, sends him back to the streets. Then he starts dissing K-Town, Karakura Town. Ichigo ain't like the fact that he was dissing his hood, so he locked in. Getsuga Tesho! That cool move Ichigo just did no damage. Well, I mean, it scratched Grimmjow, but like, the scratch, nigga? As Grimmjow was about to show Ichigo the power of a true hood nigga, my black brother in Christ, an even truer hood nigga, Karameto-san pulls up. He takes Grimmjow back to Hueco Mundo because he was not supposed to come here, dog. Aizen did not authorize this. Ichigo's like, hey, where are you going? Show ass up, little nigga. And just like that, Grimmjow pulled up to Ichigo's hood, slapped him up, disrespected him, told him to shut his little ass up, and then left. All in the span of like 20 minutes. Hey man, that's just the way it is. Meanwhile, Uryu's training with Mr. Switch him down. He's trying to turn Uryu into the Clorox John Wick. While that's going on, Ichigo pulls up to the Visored's hideout. Hey Ichigo, so you finna join us now? No, square up, Fortnite. What? Ichigo wants the Visor to teach him how to use his inner hollow, and his plan is to beat the information out of them? Hey man, that's not very nice. After a couple classes with Shinji, this girl talking about some, not gonna lie, little boy, if you're strong, we gonna make you join. If you're weak, we not gonna let you join. That's really all there is to it, so stop trying to walk in here and impress us like you that guy or something. Don't get dropped in your own hood twice. We saw what Grimmjow did to you earlier. He was making you look very foolish. To be honest, we almost live streamed it and put the fight on Twitch. You almost lost all your hoes. Now bring out out your hollow, little boy. Ichigo says no, so she decides to beat it out of him. Ichigo starts getting done like Jake Paul, so the hollow part comes out. He pins her to the wall and starts choking her out. So, oh my gosh! This right here is exactly what would happen to you if you went to the UK and said that Central C was buns. If you told the Mandem Central C's only good song was How Can I Be Homophobic? My bitch is gay. This is genuinely the predicament you would end up in, dog. That's not the opinion I hold though. So if I ever go to the UK, like, spare me, please? I'm not trying to get poked up by the road, man. You get me? Allow it, mate. Alright, that might be cultural appropriation. Because he already like almost got choked out, Ichigo passed. He is now sanctioned in the Visoreds. But for some reason they have him doing Planet Fitness workouts. This is the exercise them soccer moms probably be doing. Ichigo was getting annoyed, so they went a different route. The different route being putting him inside of his mind and fighting the Hollow one-on-one. And so in his mind, Ichigo's getting worked by the Hollow now. So not only was Ichigo getting slapped around in his own hood, he's getting slapped around in his own vines. Damn, that made Ichigo just taking mad L's, bro. He moving like Vegeta in this arc. After a while, and after almost turning into a hollow, Ichigo manages to defeat his inner demon. Good stuff, Ichigo. You better not lose. You literally got home court advantage. The dude literally looks like you, dog. Ichigo returned to the surface, able to control his hollow now. He's still good. Back over where Toshiro's at, he's talking to Genryu Yamamoto. He, old ending, is the head captain of the 13 court guard squads. He's talking to him over Discord about Aizen. Basically, Aizen's goal is to take 100,000 human souls from K-Town to create a key to the dimension where the Soul King lives, so he can go and slime that nigga out, thus being the new king and, like I said before, taking over the world. Back over at Bucket Hat Kisuke's shop, Chad is indeed a straight bun, so he wants to train, and so he's doing so by fighting Renji. Ichigo training with Hiyori to lengthen the time he can use his hollow mask. Like I said, Chad is training. What is Chad even gonna do, bro? Mr. Switch him down is switching down Uryu. Hey man, that's just how it be. He ain't get that name from not being tough with the pole. Aizen's rewatching the Karakura Town VOD and is taking an interest in Orihime.
1 month later.
After 1 month of training, Ichigo can only maintain the hollow mask for 11 seconds. All the visors are starting to think that maybe Ichigo is actually buns. They calling him potential man. They saying he's the next Gohan, the next Toph. They out there calling that man Sofego. Oh no! This time, Loopy, the new Espada number 6, Grimmjow, he got his chain snatched. He's not an Espada anymore. Damn! Yami and Wonderweiss pull up to Karakura Town. Grimmjow immediately W keys the Clorox main character for a round 2. Grimmjow pulled up mad confidence, so he was mad surprised when Ichigo started giving him straight belt. Ichigo hit him with a point blank Getsuga Tensho. I didn't even know you had the facilities for that, big man. Ichigo then proceeds to give Grimmjow the sauciest 11 seconds he's ever seen a day in his life, and then his hollow mask breaks. So now Ichigo is mad scared. Over where Toshiro and them is at, they're catching straight work by the new Espada number 6 and Yami. Meanwhile, Orihime is about to get kidnapped because Aizen's jacking her medical ninjutsu. That dude Loopy, the Espada number 6, he kept frying everybody and Toshiro got tired of that, so he genuinely turned bro into an icicle and then he was gone. Kisuke Urahara was making Yami look like a bastard, subsequently making him look like Celtic Shaq. I mean, him and Shaq are both tall, black, bold, so to be honest, that's not really far-fetched. Grimmjow was showing Ichigo the violence and animosity of feudal Japan to the extent he was about to kill bro. But right before he was about to, Rukia saved him. So then Rukia was about to die. But right before she was about to die, Shinji saved her. Shinji's trying very hard to look cool, and he would if he wasn't wearing that black shirt, as Loki ruining the whole fit. The trench coat kind of fire though. We wearing trench coats all 2026. Shinji and Grimmjow started fighting and Shinji is winning. That man Grimmjow was talking all that trash just to be getting torched in 80-degree heat. To be fair though, he does have one arm. To be fair though, in anime, if you have one arm, you get a strength boost. There's not a single character in all of anime who has one arm and is buns. So basically, even with the strength boost, he's losing. Trash. And right before Grimmjow was about to release his Zanpakuto, Ulquiorra stops him because the Arrancars completed their mission and now they're about to get sent back to Hueco Mundo. As I said before, Orihime got kidnapped by evil Leafy. Eviler Leafy is here because Aizen wants the unlimited medkits. So before she's locked away in Hueco Mundo forever, she visits her man Ichigo, says goodbye one last time while he slumped, probably dreaming about snow bunnies. I don't know, I just feel like he's a snow bunny type of guy. Then Orihime leaves one last message. She writes in a notebook, goodbye. halcyon days, whatever the hell that means. She should have just hit niggas with the I'm a fool with you. Now soon after, everybody realizes that Orihime suddenly disappeared. At first they think she dead, they think she got slimed out, but then Ichigo revealed that he got healed while he was sleeping, and he knows this because her spiritual pressure is on his arm. So then the head captain of the Soul Society came to the conclusion that she betrayed them. So Renji said he's gonna walk into Hueco Mundo, bring her back, and like bring her to her senses and like make her lock in for real. But then the head captain said, hell no, fuck that bitch. He talking about leave that hole where she's at and let us prepare for battle. Do not rescue her. Damn, that ball, that old, that weird ass nigga tweaking. Ichigo, of course, doesn't listen though. He decides to enter Hueco Mundo with Uryu and Chad?
What the dog doing?
Meanwhile, Orihime is forced to heal Grimmjow's arm. Then she heals his wound. Then he slimes out Luffy, becoming the Espada number 6 once again. Meanwhile, after Chad, Ichigo, and Uryu cross through a black void, they officially arrive in the deep dark trenches of Detroit, Michigan. But in this verse, they call it Hueco Mundo. As Ichigo, Uryu, and Chad traverse through the harsh terrain of Detroit, they encounter their first 2 ops. One of their ops is an extremely tall black dude with dreads. I don't like him, not gonna lie. He could be averaging 70 points for my Miami Heat, but instead he trying to act like a hood nigga and start beef. That man type Kubo just be drawing anything. What is this? Chad one taps Wilt Chamberlain with locks, and Uryu puts a switch on his Quincy powers and switches down the enemies. After they win, the room collapses, but they manage to make it outside. And this right here is Hueco Mundo in all its glory. As you can see, there's nothing here but nothing and hood niggas. Meanwhile, all 10 Espada gather for a meeting. Basically, the meeting is to tell them that intruders have in fact invaded their hood, but the intruders low-key aren't that tough, but don't underestimate them, but we should be still good. Ichigo and them continue making their way through the emptiness of Detroit. However, randomly they notice that the building is not getting any closer at all. While they internalize this, they see a little girl getting chased by 3 hollows. So as the good guys Ichigo, Uryu, and Chad are, they start giving the hollows straight business. But it turns out the child wasn't getting chased, they're all friends and they were all playing eternal tag. That's interesting. Y'all don't look like Arrancars. You look like so what are you? Me, I'm Ichigo. I'm a substitute Soul Reaper. Me, I'm Uryu. I'm a Quincy. Me, I'm Chad. I'm just a nigga. He's black and orange. I know. They start freaking out because Ichigo's a Soul Reaper, they op, and Chad is black. They cool with Uryu though, but within like 2 minutes, they eventually overcome racism and become good friends. People on Twitter could never, bruh. As Ichigo and them were about to go back to spinning on the ops blog, the spirit of Detroit rises from the ground trying to take everybody out. Ichigo tries running the ones with the bro, but dude's made of sand and Ichigo is not Monkey D. Luffy, so he's not beating him. All of his UK inspired attacks are not working, so then Rukia randomly loads into the map and freezes the beast, saving Ichigo and the rest. Interesting spawn point, she didn't even have to go through Dreadhead Wilt Chamberlain. After fetching a ride on Nell's pet, Ichigo and them finally arrive at Detroit's hood capital, Las Noches. Once Ichigo and them get there, they immediately cut off Nell and run inside. Ichigo immediately switched up on his Detroit day 1 the second he made it. That's actually insane. Nell followed them though because Nell refused to get switched up on. After a good 10-15 minutes of making their way through Las Noches, they arrive in a room containing 6 big ass doors. Nobody is this tall, bro. Las Noches just mad extra, bro. Aizen just mad extra, bro. That's why the Akatsuki's cooler than the Espada. Alright guys, behind each one of these doors could be an Espada. We're each gonna go through these doors and we're gonna 1-on-1s, alright?
LeBron on 3. 1, 2, 3. LeBron.
Meanwhile, Aizen shows Orihime the Hogyoku. Aizen showing the Huz the motion. I know this move. You're not slick, buddy. Secretly in her head, Orihime plans to destroy the motion. This is why, fellas, don't be so quick to show the motion. The first op Ichigo encounters is a Latino. Man, we got plenty of that in Boston. Ichigo thinks bro is a goofball, but he's actually tough because he is a privaron espada. Basically what that means is he used to be in Espada, but Aizen's not jacking him no more, so he's not. This girl Uryu is about to fight is also a privaron espada, and so was some other dude, but you gonna see him later. I'll give y'all a hint though, he's black.
That's my dog show. That's my dog.
That former Espada Ichigo's fighting is out there giving him straight peen. I'm not gonna lie, Bleach is about swords. I don't see a single sword in sight from bro. I understand it's his Zanpakuto in its release form, but I kinda don't care. He's smacking bro around with the beak. On the TikTok, I was not winning, I was missing like my name. The Hispanic dude keeps begging Ichigo to take out his Bankai, so he takes out his Bankai and uses his hollow form, and then he one-taps bro. No! Wait, why am I saying no? Fuck this nigga. Yes! He gets defeated, but then Nell heals him with her spit. What the fuck? That's actually disgusting. If I'm hurt in any way, shape, or form, never heal me like this, bruh. I will gladly wait for Orihime's medical ninjutsu. Keep this shit far fuck away from me, twin. Bro gets back up to fight Ichigo for a round 2, but he gets packed up again. Then Ichigo and Nell move on to the next op. Meanwhile, Uryu's fighting Surichi Senderuich. Damn, bleach names are actually kind of fun to say. As you can hear, I speak a little Spanish. You feel me? ¿De dónde eres tú? You feel me? Not gonna lie, she kind of bad. What's good? Shout it. Okay, Uryu and this girl is fighting, but I have no idea how to cover this fight. It's a lot of hooting and hollering, running and dodging. Just know Mr. Switch 'em down Jr. ain't switching nothing down right now. Meanwhile, Rukia is about to fight this chronic aura farmer. He's in the dark. What's wrong with him? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. Looking at his name is Aranyeru Aranyu Arununeri. He's Espada number 9. His name's stupid, so we just gonna call him Aaron. Now, Aaron looks like Rukia's old ball. I mean mental. So right now, she's shook because bro's supposed to be dead. Meanwhile, Chad is getting absolutely worked by Dennis Rodman. He got blasted into a wall. Golly, fight back. Ain't you 6'5"? Now, back to Rukia. Basically, this dude is not Rukia's old ball, but Rukia thinks it's her old ball because he has the face of her old ball. Aaron tried to gaslight Rukia into thinking that he was in fact her old ball so he could get a free kill, but it did not work, so they start scrapping. While they were fighting for their lives, Aaron ran from the sun. Damn, nigga hates brightness. Get a load of this dark ass nigga. That man Cardi probably hates sunlight too. Yeah, Aaron definitely listens to opium. This is exactly what happens when you don't put down a whole lot of red. It's been 6 years now. Let it go. So Rukia, realizing that Aaron has beef with the sunlight, she gave him sunlight and he was burning up. No Gucci third leg, no famous Riley. After that, we got to see Aaron's real face. This right here is what the soul looks like of your average underground artist. However, Aaron regenerates and turns into a damn octopus. Over where Uryu's at, he's still fighting the angry Latina. He's still getting forced, so Arrancar Usopp decides to help. How does he help? He spits at the ops. Usopp shoots green beans. He spits at the opposition. He really is Arrancar Usopp, bro. Uryu was kind of getting tired of fighting this NYC angry shorty, so he lives up to his name and charges up the ultimate blick. He one-taps her with the ultimate Quincy Blick 3000 and he wins. Light-skinned Zoe Spencer is no more. Indeed. Stop your damn crying, Nick. Chad is still getting tossed around by Afro Dennis Rodman. Chad's getting outclassed, outblacked, out-niggered. However, mid-fight, Chad realizes that he is 6'5", which means that he is a Joestar. How does this make sense? Well, because the first 3 Joestars are all like 6'5". So, since this is in fact the case, he one-taps Dennis Rodman. He punches him through the wall and starts talking down to bro. He calls him a fraud because he's a privado espada. He said his afro's fake. He talking about some, as a grown man, why the hell are you wearing wigs? Then Espada number 5 pulls up, tanks Chad's blow that just did this. Then Chad gets one-tapped by a nigga with no bottom lip. Renji roars, Abimaru. Guy over here has just came across Espada number 8. Renji talking about some Bankai. If I was ever fighting Renji and he wants to talk about some Bankai, I just know I'm safe. I just know I'm still good. In fact, his Bankai gets absolutely nullified. This is because the Espada designed the room to make sure that Renji couldn't use his Bankai. He's a scientist, so he be scienting and stuff. And because of that, bro has the power to do that type shit. Back over in the fight with Rukia, yeah, she got stabbed through her damn stomach. However, although she's literally impaled in the air like a damn popsicle, she manages to impale Aaron through his forehead. And just like that, she's still alive. I have no idea how, but if this was Zoro, he'd be still good. Renji asks Espada number 8, how the hell did he neutralize his powers? Bro talking about some, I'm just built different. Touche. Not gonna lie, sometimes a nigga truly just be built different.
Boy, what the fuck going on in Miami, bro?
No, mid-arc, yeah, Tight Kubo was a gooner. Randomly, Ulquiorra pulled up on Ichigo and let him know that his side piece got boomed. Then he told Ichigo that he kidnapped his main piece and brought her to Detroit. Aw, man, W self-instigation. Immediately, Ichigo dons his hollow mask and starts spamming Ulquiorra with evil British attacks. The animosity, the anger, comes straight from the mean streets of London. However, Ulquiorra is genuinely unfazed. Then he tries to blast Ichigo with the Seto. Ichigo tries to run away outside, but That man Ulquiorra has W defense. He said he's staying indoors. Shortly after Ulquiorra flexes his Espada number 4 tattoo, he basically just said Ichigo doesn't have a sufficient enough amount of motion to fuck with him. Then he stabs Ichigo through the chest. Meanwhile, as you probably already guessed, Renji is putting in zero work. He's actually putting in so little work that Espada number 8 no longer considered Renji worthy of fighting him, so he summoned his henchmen to fight him instead. And even then, Renji was still about to lose. Hey Renji, I said this in the past video and I'll say it again. If you didn't allow your barber to mess you up this badly, maybe you wouldn't be so buns, and the headband can't erase the truth. As Renji was about to get sent back to Haiti, Mr. Switch him down Jr. pulls up to save the day. Oh, by the way, Orihime was getting bullied by 2 girls. They were jealous because Orihime was getting all the attention from Aizen and they weren't. But Grimmjow pulled up and low-genuinely boomed their ass, so Orihime still good. Then asked Orihime to do him a favor. Meanwhile, Uryu, the pull master, immediately ups pull on pink-haired Aizen. That meant Uryu be wasting no time. He just be getting straight to work. That's why I rock with Uryu. Unfortunately, it didn't work. As Uryu was fighting the henchman, his blick pops, so Renji boxes the Espada number 8 like chapter 2 Unknown X Army and explodes him. He survived the explosion, but then Uryu boxed him up, then exploded him right after. Damn, dude, this room got more explosions than Obama's presidency. Espada number 8 survived the explosion though, then went to go change his drip because his drip currently was messed up and he was not jacking that. Who the hell does bro think he is? Grimmjow took Orihime to go heal Ichigo. He was doing this because he wanted to run back the ones. As you can see, Grimmjow is truly a Detroit nigga. Absolutely no good intentions with this nigga, just straight malice. However, before Ichigo could fully get healed up, Ulquiorra pulls up. Ulquiorra demands for Orihime back, but Grimmjow says hell no. So they start boxing. They clash, neither has the edge. Then Grimmjow sneaks a cube inside of Ulquiorra's hole and seals him away. Nigga got gojoed. That's unfortunate Leafy is here. Grimmjow tells Orihime to continue healing Ichigo, but she said nah because Grimmjow really just wants to run the ones. Then Grimmjow starts choking her. Then Ichigo grabs Grimmjow's arm and tells Orihime to heal him. Then Ichigo tells Orihime to heal both of them so they can have a fair fight. She does that, then they both go elsewhere so they can fight. Ichigo versus Grimmjow. Yes sir! They start clashing. This right here is pristine violence. Grimmjow chucks a Seto point blank range at Ichigo, but somehow Ichigo doesn't get hit. So the next time Grimmjow uses an ultimate Seto and chucks it at Ichigo shorty. He chucks it at his girl? Are we serious? You don't feel like a bastard? Ichigo uses his hollow form to deflect it, and now Orihime is like terrified. She don't know if that's her man no more. She caught the ick. She might cheat. Right after, Grimmjow releases his Zanpakuto, and this right here is his Resurrection form. He dashes towards Ichigo and hits him through like 7 pillars. Damn! Before Ichigo can hit the ground, he teleports right here for no reason, just to teleport behind Ichigo and hit him up in the air. Even in the midst of battle, Grimmjow is still trying to find a way to farm aura. My question is, farm the aura for who? Nobody's watching besides Orihime. He's trying to steal Ichigo shorty. I know this method. You're not slick, buddy. Grimmjow appears above Ichigo and hits him through this block. Cylinder. Oh my god! He's making Ichigo look pussy. Yeah, bro, if Orihime was not watching, he's not doing all this, bro. Just as Grimmjow looking down on Ichigo, Ichigo appears behind him and hits him with the Getsuga Tensho at point blank range. But he just laughs it off. Yeah, not gonna lie, Ichigo, it's time to hit that anime main character random transformation, bro. He just laughed off your ult, bro. How is that possible? Grimmjow tries to stab Ichigo, but he blocks it with his sword. Then he tries to stab Ichigo again, but he blocks it with his hand. Get off me, nigga. Now that man Ichigo has Grimmjow on the defensive. Yes, sir! Orange head Annie. He got you healed back up just so he could rehabilitate you in front of your shorty and that nigga big bro. Alright, that's crazy. Never mind. They continue clashing for a smooth like 5 minutes until Ichigo dodges one of Grimmjow's attacks and the attack almost hits Orihime, but Ichigo pulls up and saves her. He looked at Orihime with his hollow mask and she got terrified, petrified. Yeah, she cheating. It was even before, but now Ichigo just out there getting thraxed. Nell starts cheering on, bro. Then Nell's like, Orihime, what the hell are you doing? Your man's out there fighting for you, putting his life on the line for you, but all you're doing is nothing, standing up there like a city girl. Man, I smack the fuck out you. Huh? You heard me, woman. Start cheering, you ginger. Then Orihime talking about something. Don't die. Don't die, Ichigo. Once Ichigo heard that, once Ichigo heard his girl say his name, he knew he was gonna be still good. Ichigo, it's over. Yeah, you're good. You know, twin, my Shorty just called my name. You know what that means, right? You gotta die, gang. What just happened to Ichigo, how he just got stronger, is a very accurate representation on what can happen to you if you ever come across a good woman. Hey guys, what's up? Do you want to know Grimmjow's backstory? Alright, so boom, basically, right? Gillions, these Wemby variants right here, are the lowest class of Menos. These are regular hollows. When a bunch of hungry ass, big back, Texas Roadhouse devouring hollows come together to try to eat each other, eventually they all combine and become a Gillion. Now, when one hollow out of the many hollows that are in a Gillion overpowers the other personalities, they control the whole Gillion and start devouring other Gillions. Once that Gillion devours other Gillions, the Gillion transforms into an Adhucha. That process is how Grimmjow became this tiger looking man. He rose up from literal hell to the surface of Detroit. Now, like 7 other Adhuchas spotted him and were about to jump him. But before that could happen, Grimmjow speed blitzed 2 of their members, so they immediately start glazing him. They started looking at him like he was wrong, like he was the chosen one, all the way until he became an Espada, and that's Grimmjow's backstory. Grimmjow launches his strongest attack at Ichigo, but Ichigo overcomes it and stabs him. And then Ichigo wins, returns back to his shorty. Nice. As he was about to take Orihime back to the Soul Society, Grimmjow stands up to continue to try to run the ones. W grit and determination from Grimmjow. Unfortunately, Ichigo's girl is right there, giving Ichigo immense power, meaning he is not gonna lose. Grimmjow doesn't care though. He tries to attack him again. Another Arrancar pulls up. Who is he? He starts vigorously attacking Ichigo. Then he shows he's Espada number 5. Grimmjow was 6. No, Ichigo! Back over with Uryu and them. They try to run away, but they end up right back in the Espada number 8's room. He changed. He got new drip, barely. Then bro casually deep dosed his sword. This is the exact scene that will pop up when you're watching anime on TV in your living room with guests over. And now bro's moaning. There's never no need to do all that, bro. The transformation ain't that tough, my guy. And if you look closely, the drip he changed into is now gone because he transformed. So he did all that leaving and coming back for no reason. Bro, someone just get this Shizuka Orochimaru variant gone, bro. Espada number 8 shoots purple goo at the ops, and the purple goo gives the ops shadow clones that they must fight. Not gonna lie, I hate watching poison scientist niggas do battle in anime. They always doing some weird stuff, bruh. Ichigo and tall skinny nigga are battling, and as you would expect, Ichigo is losing because he is injured. He hits Ichigo with the headbutt. Aren't you a swordsman? Or whatever you call this abomination of a weapon. Nell? No, that's you? Boy! Damn, Nell, you fell off. That's tough! How do you know Nell? Shut your ass up, you edgy ginger. Nell, aka Nelliel to Oro Schwalk, is a former Espada. Nnoitra continues frying her shit, then goes to break Ichigo's arm. Nell couldn't take seeing that, so she genuinely transforms into this. Woo! Talk to me, shawty. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Nell used to be Espada number 3. She runs up on Nnoitra and strikes him in the belly. He tries to counter, but she counters his counter, then kicks him in the face. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nell eviscerate that one-eyed twig. I just know he thought these boots were so tough. Take them off, Nick. He jumps in the air to try to hit Nell with the air attack. Bro think he Jordan. He thinks copying the second best basketball player of all time gonna save him. He gets knocked to the ground. Goofy. Now he's out there trying to spam attacks, but she's just weaving everything. Brother, slow down spamming all those BS attacks.
They with the rat pack.
Nnoitra tries to shoot a Seto, which is basically a Detroit Kamehameha. She consumes the Seto and shoots it right back at the Detroit Pirates. After that, she's under the impression that she won. She's celebrating with Ichigo, but the Detroit Pirate gets back up. He talking about some, you do know that the Espada got stronger since you've been gone, right? Back over with Renji and Uryu. Renji destroys the whole damn building. Then Espada number 8 does some more weird scientist Diddy stuff. People find out they got slightly above average intelligence and just start doing anything. He turned Uryu into a voodoo doll, and now he's damaging him with the doll. This is not what I meant when I said I wanted more Haitian representation in anime. Would you like to know Nnoitra's backstory? And Nell's too. Back in the day, Nell, like I said, was Espada number 3. Nnoitra was Espada number 8. Nell kept on giving Nnoitra straight work every time they fought. She'd fry him, then immediately go back to the crib and start doing TikTok emotes. Now Nnoitra didn't like that because he's a man, she's a woman. Why the hell is a woman stronger than a man, according to him? So basically, he's a red pillar. He backdoored Nell, gave her CTE, and reverted her back to a child with amnesia. So yeah, that's the backstory for real. He did all that just for the new Espada number 3 to still be a woman. Oh man, that's what happens when you think whatever this is drip. Back in the present, Nell releases her Zanpakuto toe and turns into a centaur? Wow, that is extremely underwhelming. That is not tough, bro. Nell taps into the arm of prime Tom Brady and throws a javelin directly at Nnoitra's chest. That man getting his junk thrashed by a girl who hasn't fought in like 50 years. He's gotta get back in creative mode, dog. He needs better retakes. As Nell was about to send Nnoitra to a greater hell than Detroit, Atlanta, she turns back into a kid. Nnoitra then takes Ichigo's shorty, then orders his subordinate to torture Ichigo in front of Orihime. Uryu and them still getting worked by Espada 8. Who the hell is you? He's about to kill Rukia. Man, if you don't get on somewhere, spiky head and he got them 60-year-old Michael Jordan eyes. Right as Ichigo was about to die, Kenpachi pulls up and saves his life. The rest of the captains pull up to fight their own opponents too. That's like watching the 2016 NBA Finals, bro. This dude's about to get packed up by Byakuya Kuchiki. He's gonna be the first black dude in anime I don't root for. Kenpachi and Nnoitra start fighting. They're both some crackheads, so they're having a great time right now. Whoever wins determines who has access to the best drugs. Now, Mayuri Kurotsuchi and Espada number 8 are basically the same type of human. They're both evil, weird scientist guys. They're Orochimaru variants, but slightly tame. I genuinely don't care who wins. I do want to ask though, what is that on Mayuri Kurotsuchi's head? Isn't that like from Egypt or something? That's not cultural appropriation. The black dude keeps trying to R farm Byakuya, but it's not working. He gets hit with the blast straight through the body. Not gonna lie, Byakuya, that was kind of cool. Can I borrow some of your aura, big bro?
Thanks.
The black dude thinks he's got an upper hand on Byakuya, but he actually just stabs his shirt because Byakuya's over here. Oh my god! The looking away, the eyes closed, indicating the fact that you don't consider him a worthy opponent for real. The hair swaying even though there's no wind inside. You're so tough, bro.
Shaboing boing, get the dick out your mouth, dummy.
My fault. I don't know what I was doing. I just realized that man Kenpachi is definitely from Florida. Only someone from Florida would ever even consider thinking about wearing a hairstyle like this. Back over in Byakuya's fight, weird stuff is going on.
Boy, what the fuck going on in Miami, bro?
The black dude releases his Zanpakuto and this is his released form? Why is he trying to pray? Ain't nothing holy about this form. This right here is genuinely not it, bro. Please never release again. Pause. He does all this just to get no dipped by Byakuya's Bankai. At least that's what I wanted to say, but bro actually survives. He starts screaming, yelling, hooting, and hollering. Damn, bro, shut up. He gets speed blitzed by the chronic aura farmer. He looks at him, speed blitzes him again, and then the black dude gets killed. Back over at the Espada number 8 side again. Bro, I hate this nigga so much. He has Mayuri's voodoo doll, so he keeps destroying his organs. He does this by crushing beans which symbolize his body parts. You see what I mean, bro? Like, this is such a Bun's way to fight. Walk him down with a sword and slice him to ribbons like a real man. Espada number 8 goes on to destroy all of Mayuri's organs, but bro's still good. The reason he's still alive is because he replaced all the organs in his body with dummies. So folks can just replace their organs with dummies and still function properly. That's some new stuff, bro. I ain't see that in the patch notes. Mayuri then activates his Bankai and hits Espada number 8 with Diddy Poison. Then Mayuri's Bankai, aka Evolved Dave Blunt, swallows Sazapolo. Using Mayuri's doll subordinate though, he regains life and essentially respawns. But by doing so, he accidentally consumes the almighty perk 30 inside of Nemu's body. This perk heightens his senses, which dramatically slowed down his perception of time. So Mayuri just genuinely ended, bro, and he won't realize he got ended till like a century later. That boy got hit with the Kakashi special. That is the tough way to go out, bro. Then Mayuri revives his subordinate by giving her straight dick. Like genuinely straight dick. You think I'm lying? Hold up. If you're watching this around people, put some headphones in. God damn, bro. No lube, no foreplay, dog. You wouldn't even want to make sure the environment was wet first? Just like that, huh? No warm-up? I didn't even know that was possible. I guess I'm just not a hashtag true fucker. And she got fully revived from it too, so you're telling me he got magical dip? Ref, he's cheating, ban him! Dishing out the back shots of life is actually so crazy. Back over with Kenpachi and Nnoitra. Nnoitra is losing the battle over London. Tries to slash Kenpachi, but his blade just doesn't cut through. Vibranium skin and you're not even black. They fight some more. The Kenpachi stabs bro in the eye. Ooh. Fetty Wap method? Okay, gangster.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
However, that does nothing, so Kenpachi gets stabbed in the chest. More specifically, in the heart, so I guess it's 21 Savage instead. The reason why that strike did nothing to Nnoitra is because his hollow hole is in his left eye. His eye socket got teeth. That is nasty. Kenpachi thinks that's nasty too, so he starts W-keying him. He cuts his arm, cuts to his blade, and cuts his nose kind of, then cuts along his body, so Nnoitra tries to use a hollow Chicago Detroit Seto at Kenpachi. Then Kenpachi parried away the Seto like your average Waffle House employee parries chairs. So then Nnoitra uses his Zanpakuto's release form, and not gonna lie, this form, it's alright. It's not this, so it's much better.
Need some milk.
Oh, guys, Kenpachi's down. As Nnoitra goes to clean up the rest of the people that is around, Kenpachi's actually not down and cuts off one of his arms. However, unfortunately for Kenpachi, Nnoitra does in fact have the Hashirama cell, so he just regenerates it back. Then they clash, so he regenerates another arm and then punctures Kenpachi through his side. Now this man Nnoitra has a switch on his arms. I've seen it all. As they were fighting and as Kenpachi kept getting cut up, he was like, you know what? If I keep allowing myself to get cut up, I might actually die. Also too, I keep swinging at this nigga with one arm. If I use two arms, then theoretically my swing is gonna be stronger. So then instead of using one hand, Kenpachi uses two hands and beats Nnoitra. Man, Kenpachi's so unserious, dog. All bro did was add one arm. And this is the outcome the ops are left with. That man Kenpachi might be the most unintentionally funny nigga in all of anime. Mind you, he was just getting fried, pieced up like a damn bastard. Kenpachi isn't real, bro. This is why you never fight a dude with wicks. Nnoitra gets back up because he wants to be finished off, so Kenpachi finishes him off. And just like that, there goes the Detroit Pirates. As Orihime was about to go and heal Kenpachi's wounds. Gotcha, bitch. Orihime. Hello, Orihime. Damn! That is the cleanest kidnap I've ever seen, ever. Not that I've seen one before now. That meant Ichigo was just about to take Orihime back to the crib and go crazy.
You should try to smile. Everyone gets so depressed when the sun doesn't shine.
This nigga is trash.
That jaw was not tough, Aizen. I never want to hear you say nothing like that ever again. Ain't no way he thought that was gonna work on the Huz, bro. Hell no. In other news though, he and his goons are about to go destroy K-Town. Their plan is to go destroy Ichigo's hood right now. Yokoso, watashi no Soul Society.
Bucket hat splash. Bucket hat splash.
Now right, basically Aizen announces to everybody he's invading K-Town right now. He claims he's moved on from Ichigo's ball Orihime and is now on to bigger and better things, aka genocide. He says he kidnapped her and brought her to Las Noches so Orihime can not only heal the Hogyoku it got cracked from creating the Arrancars, but so the Soul Reapers can pull up to Las Noches so he can then lock the Soul Reapers inside of Las Noches while he goes to K-Town. So that's like what's going on for real. The Soul Reapers pull up to throw hands. Aizen's top 3 Espada pull up to throw hands. Remember when I said that K-Town was about to turn into Tilted Towers? This right here is exactly what I meant. The war in K-Town, man, this is exactly how niggas were moving in 2012 in the war in Chirac. Meanwhile, Ichigo is on his way to fight Ulquiorra over Orihime for the last time. Damn, Orihime got mad motion. Mad dudes keep fighting over her. Damn, this show's actually mad realistic. Do you know how many wars how many people have died over a woman? There's at least 300,000 niggas in the US alone that's ready to die over a woman who looks like this right now. Right now in the sky, both sides are having an aura off. Then old bald crusty beard nigga Genryusa Yamamoto throws up a fire circle around Aizen and them and traps them in the fire. They get hard for real long, man, I put my team on. As Ichigo goes on his way to run the ones with his favorite op, he gets stopped by Rudeborn, leader of the Edhekios. However, Rukia and Renji set a phenomenal screen allowing Ichigo to go onwards towards fighting his favorite op. Meanwhile, while Ulquiorra is asking stupid questions, he talking about some, what is a heart? A heart does not exist because I cannot see a heart. If I cannot see it, that joint is not real, bro. If I reach into your chest, will I see it? Yo. That man Ulquiorra is a hashtag undercover freak. He's trying to get sneaky. There's people out there horny that's never been horny before.
If I split open your skull, would it be there?
Yeah, not gonna lie, Ulquiorra, you gotta go, bro. You, Aizen, all the Arrancars, all y'all do is scared of us. We gotta revoke your breathing privileges. We gotta like start charging certain individuals for air. We already charged for water, food. What's a little oxygen? Suddenly, to Ulquiorra, not us, the Clorox main character spins on him once more. As you would expect, they start fighting on site. Who's gonna win, the K-Town Popper or the Detroit Stopper? Yippee! Back over at Karakura Town, this black dude sends 4 hollows to destroy the pillars that have copy and pasted the real Karakura Town away. If they break these pillars, the real Karakura Town comes back. So old bald wise dude sends 4 soul reapers to stop the 4 hollows. So then the black dude sends 4 Arrancars to stop the soul reapers that stops the hollows so they can break the pillar. They all get mashed up. Hispanic Lil Nas X immediately starts fighting Yumi Chica. They keep fighting, and while fighting, one keeps calling the other chops. Even in the midst of battle to the death, they still happen to find a way to hate. Commendable, not gonna lie. I need to study them to learn how to hate on chops more efficiently. I keep calling him short. I need to start giving him better insults, like calling him a Charlotte transforms into zesty Saiyan armor and starts giving Yumi Chica the works. I bet you when Yumi Chica woke up in the morning, he did not think he was gonna start getting fried by Dominican rabbits. However, eventually Yumi Chica had enough, so he pulls out his ult, drains Charlotte's spiritual energy, and he wins. So basically, he won by sucking him. Interesting strategy. Tekashi 6ix9ine is busy with this dude right here. Izuru's fighting this big red bird dude, but he's not worried. He's not moved. He's not phased. In fact, he's so not phased, he nonchalantly decapitates bro with a straight face. In fact, he does everything with a straight face. He probably goons with a straight face.
Have you ever gooned with your life on the line?
Tekashi 6ix9ine is still fighting this dude right here. The fight's low-key insane. The animators in they bag with this one. They were clashing for a little bit, then 6ix9ine jumps onto a light post. He charges at Findor. They clash again. He jumps at him. Then 6ix9ine hits him with a sliding drift sword attack. Nigga, that's possible? I've never watched Kenshin, Tanjiro, Zoro, no swordsman in the anime ever hit this move in my life. When did this DLC drop? I was not privy to this. I haven't seen this move in the trenches. Eventually, 6ix9ine wins by throwing his Zanpakuto through the dude's Seto. Bro got strikes right through the head. Damn. He's brain dead. He gonna start making little boy to be Kaizen edits now. Meanwhile, that main Ikkaku is getting cracked by muscular Bartholomew Kuma. His sword, not even a sword no more. The hell happened, gang? Nah, but no cap though, this dude is definitely in the wrong anime. He should be in One Piece on the Grand Line spinning back for his brother, Bartholomew Kuma. I need to see him in Marijois pulling a Fisher Tiger by March. He's also really tall. Abraham Lincoln was also really tall too, so he should especially be in Marijois freeing the slaves. And then after that, he should abolish his build too, because what do you even call this build? He's trying to be Popeye so bad. Everybody want to be Popeye, but nobody wants to grind to get that spinach. Pow was stepping into Crackhead Saitama's guts. He was getting hurt, so Captain Komamura punched Pow in the face. So then Pow to Komamura like 30,000 feet away. Then Pow transformed into this disgusting behemoth monstrosity of an organism. Why he got handles on his back? Hey yo, what you need that for, a little nigga? Pow was about to go punch Ikkaku and Tetsu Zaimon, but Komamura catches his fist. Then he picks him up and body slams him into the earth. Damn, Hercules and nah, but bro's actually strong as hell. You gotta teach me how to do that, big bro. But low-key chill with like throwing him how you did, because you might destroy the city. It is coming apart. You gonna go and blow New Jersey up. Bro eventually taps into his Monkaido and then stuffs the other guy's Seto in his mouth. Then he buries his bonds and defeats him. I'm so glad he got defeated. He was too damn big, bruh. He was too big to be doing all that breathing. Everybody else in the air starts fighting. Rangiku starts fighting these 3 girls. Rangiku calls this girl a female gorilla. Yo, Zoro, get your girl, bruh. Soifon starts fighting this dude. Not gonna lie, Soifon's kind of bad. She's high-key too aggressive though. I'ma leave her con to the New York niggas. She's also high-key getting fried. You know, I've seen him multiple times on my screen while watching Bleach. What does he even do? Usopp might be more useful than this nigga, bro. Usopp has been bunged the entirety of One Piece, but even so, I think Usopp has a higher skill ceiling than this dude. He wasn't winning the fight, so he randomly tells bro to go band for band with him mid-fight, starting off by showing his jewelry. I guess this angered bro because he immediately transformed into his release form, although the other guy was clearly chips and couldn't even take him in his regular form. Damn, twin, the fun's that bad? Big belly motion man immediately starts running away. Oh nah. Bro out there running like raw wave in the hotel. Yeah, not gonna lie, that man's about to get cooked. Just kidding. The whole time he was seeming buns, he was actually just playing around. He starts frying him like I continuously fry my cousin in Fortnite. Then bro knocks him out, but he actually doesn't get knocked out until he actually gets knocked out. He got knocked out by a stray soy phone. Damn, cuz. Speaking of soy phone, she ain't looking too good. This man, however you say his name, is out there putting the paws on her, cuz. While her lieutenant was watching, his old op from like 30 seconds ago came back. That boy got whip slapped all the way into a building. His op low-key did that motion a little too good. Who you related to, brody? His 23andMe probably looks like the Racism Hall of Fame. Eventually though, bro defeats the dude with his ult. Soyphone defeats her opponent with evil New York City witchcraft. So then they move on to fighting Espada number 2, Baragan, aka Morgan Freeman. Not gonna lie, I tried to say that in his voice, but that junk was not tough. I apologize. Back over with Rangiku, she doesn't look too good. I don't know why she thought she could 3v1. Shorty thinks she Ultron. As Rangiku was fighting and was about to get hit, the ultimate Aizen meat rider, Momo Hinamori, arrives. She catches them all in a keto net and blows them up. She just spawned in and is already getting right to work. Okay, shorty. When Aizen comes back around, don't start again with all that glazing though. You will get clapped. In this way, not the other way. Damn, they going crazy over there. Ain't no cap, bro. We should definitely turn it up a notch. Nah, I'm straight, birdie. What? Come on, put your lazy ass up and lock in. Bro, you on my dick. You're not even trying either. You haven't even drawn that other blade you have. I only pulled that sword out when there's not enough room to work with the bigger sword. They're not meant to be used together. Now stop all them damn excuses, Nick. Oh, word. This whole fight, I've been peeping you shifting your sword from one hand to another. Also, too, your right hand doesn't even extend as far as your left sword hand does. So basically, I got a hunch that you got a long sword and a short sword on you. You're ambidextrous. You're a dual wielder. You do use both swords at the same time. Shut your lying ass up, nigga. Damn, smart ass nigga, Einstein ass nigga. But actually, nigga, the three girls Rangiku and Momo were fighting eventually had enough. So they summoned this strong ass being composed of just pure darkness. There's nothing sane about this organism. You're about to see, bruh. It looks at Rangiku, one taps Rangiku. Momo tries saving Rangiku. It one taps Momo right after. Oh my! 6ix9ine and Izuru pull up immediately to aid them, and 6ix9ine actually ends up slamming Aion into the ground. Okay, 6ix9ine, yes sir. Torch that demonic thug beast. That man 6ix9ine really going crazy, bruh. 6ix9ine gets one hand snatched out the air. No! Then bro starts growling. You telling me this wasn't his face? Big mouth at it, cut look like James Harden. Takashi gets squeezed too much and passes out. Then he just gets tossed to the side like an insignificant baboon. As Aion was about to take Izuru down next, right now he's healing Momo and Rangiku. Yamamoto, the head captain, Grandmaster Bald Man, the unkiest of unks, the elders of elders, long eyebrows man steps in. He puts a hole in bro. Bro doesn't die. Instead, he gets really angry and gets even bigger. Bro started hooting and hollering, causing all that ruckus just to get one tapped by the ball man without us even seeing him do it. Yeah, sit your ass down, dear.
But he's not a D.
Shut your ass up. Holly-Bell's 3 Espada also get packed up. No diss by the old man. Amen. Yamamoto is part of the 7th grade anime old man. Hey, so bro, I see over there, she's the 3rd Espada. I'm really hoping the black dude's first, so you're like 2nd, right? Don't disrespect me, cuz. Ichigo and Ulquiorra continue fighting and they're high-key evenly matched. Ulquiorra's kind of surprised. Yeah, Ulquiorra, I know. It is very hard to fight plot. You just gonna have to take the dead, bruh.
What did you say, nigga?
Ichigo actually weaves all of Ulquiorra's attacks, grabs his hand, and slices him up the chest. Okay, Ichigo! Talk to that depressed Sasuke variant, my boy. Ichigo started talking mad trash. He was like, damn, I can keep up with you now? What's going on? Are you washed? Or am I just tough now? Is it because I've become more hollow? or have you become more human? Ulquiorra heard that and he got tight, cuz start tweaking. Ulquiorra lunges at Ichigo, Ichigo reacts. He appears behind Ichigo, Ichigo reacts to that too. Ichigo tries to swing his blick at Ulquiorra, but Ulquiorra appears behind him again. Damn, that meant Ulquiorra got mad endurance. He moving like Steph Curry. As Ichigo was about to get blicked down, Orihime throws up a force field, saving Ichigo. That man genuinely got saved from looking like Mr. One. Ichigo continues fighting Ulquiorra, but this time with the Getsu got Tensho infused Zanpakuto. What the hell did he learn this? Okay, Ichigo, well, I mean, he is the Avatar, so I guess he would be a prodigy. While this is going on, Orihime gets snatched up by the same two girls who was hating on her earlier. One of them is not about it no more, but the other one's still bad, jealous. Jealous of what, bro? Because Aizen rocks with her? Who cares? Aizen's buns, dog. Did you hear him trying to spit game?
Everyone gets so depressed when the sun doesn't shine.
Boy, if you don't do
Like, bro, I will never get over that, bro. That joint was so buns. You just know he thought he cooked. He thought he was frying. He thought he was getting buckets. He thought he was Kyrie. Whole time he will bind him. Randomly, Yami pulls up. He fools the two girls who was folding Orihime, so Orihime starts healing one of the girls. And not gonna lie, she way better than me, bro. If I was her, I would start laughing all day. If that was me seeing her on the ground hurt, hey yo, clear out, clear out, clear out. Let me hit her with one of these. That would have been me, bro. Yami noticed Orihime healed old girl, so Yami was about to attack Orihime, but old girl saves Orihime. But then old girl gets beat the hell up by evil bald LeBron. So then evil bald LeBron was about to take down Orihime, but as he was about to do that, Uryu pops up and shoots bro in the shoulder. That meant Uryu be sliding with him pole extensions. He trying to take a hollow life, put his soul to rest, and his aim a blessing. He don't need no Smith and Wesson. He be hungry for the kill, so he not playing games, but he gon' bow the ops down and I ain't talking Katniss. He getting evergreen, ever cheese. That boy shoot like ever D. That meant Uryu takes him down to the bottom floor so they can fight with no distractions? Nah, that meant Uryu actually a thug, bro. He really be playing no games. Every fight he stay adjusting his Ray-Bans glasses, flexing on us. My fault, OG. They start fighting and not gonna lie, Uryu's bullets are doing no damage. Uryu, I was gassing you up. don't let me down, right? Uryu takes a better bullet and shoots it at his hole. So Yami just pulls it out and blasts him with a Seto. Uryu was still good though, so he sets up a trap for Yami to fall into, and Yami falls into it. He got him in the Quincy transmutation circle. He might be cooked this time. Uryu set minefields around him. He stepped in the minefields, then he fell. Then Uryu drops Yami all the way down to the ground through all the floors. That's tough. Yes sir, Mr. Switch him down Jr. I knew I wasn't gassing you for no reason. Because Uryu is now there to protect Orihime, Ichigo activates his hollow mask to hollowify to get stronger. So then Ulquiorra takes the both of them up above Las Noches. He does this so he can release his Zanpakuto, because basically he's too strong to release it down there. He might break the whole damn big ass large ass Las Noches Detroit mansion. So once he stops R farming on top of this pillar, he releases his Zanpakuto, and this is him in his released form. Ulquiorra, chill on him, don't hurt him now. That meant Ulquiorra speed blitz Ichigo fast. We didn't even hear bro move. The sound effect didn't even go off. That meant Ulquiorra tries to hit Ichigo with the Thorkel special. He darts it. Right after he darts it, another one comes right at him. So bro gets nicked in the shoulder. Damn, Unky out there hitting you with hedges. You gotta watch that, little bro. Then Ulquiorra dares Ichigo to launch his Getsuga Tensho. So he launches his Getsuga Tensho, and the Getsuga Tensho does nothing to bro. That's like Ichigo's best move, dog. Not gonna lie, Ichigo. How do I? Then he fired a Seto or Skuras at Ichigo, which is basically the strongest Seto an Espada has. Then Ulquiorra starts talking trash. He's like, I told you, no matter what you do, you will never be in Arrancar. That weak ass Getsuga Tensho you be using is nothing on me. Getsuga Tensho, I told you that shit ass. No, Ichigo. Not gonna lie, he really is a Getsuga Tensho spammer though. If he played Smash Bros, he would get cooked. Now Ulquiorra is just playing solo ping pong with Ichigo in the air. Then he holds Ichigo up in the air by his shirt. Then Ulquiorra transforms into his second release form, his Super Saiyan 2 transformation. Damn, am I bugging? Since when do they have 2 releases? How many times you gotta release, gang? Bro releases more times a day than a ranked gooner. Ulquiorra then mentions that he's the only Espada who knows how to reach the second release. So you just different, huh? I mean, you look different. different than weak ass ears. Wait, so you have 2 release forms and you're not even the strongest Espada? Yeah, you're buns, buddy. But bro, why your hole leaking? Why your hole squirting? You a girl, nigga? Why he wet mid-battle? Hey, yo! Ulquiorra speed blitzes Ichigo and starts tossing him around through pillars, through the air, through the sky. He's very determined to make Ichigo give up, but my ghost not gonna give up. There's no way Ichigo is gonna let a grown man with a leaky hole in the middle of his chest beat him. Uryu took himself and Orihime up to go watch the fight so they could see what happened. Orihime runs up and sees Ichigo being hung in the sky by Ulquiorra. Then, as they watch, Ulquiorra shoots a settle through Ichigo's chest. Damn! What?
Tombstone ain't bury me.
Orihime tries to save bro, but Ulquiorra stops her, so Uryu starts fighting Ulquiorra. However, Uryu's getting tail whipped, so that's not really going too well. Ulquiorra the one leaking, but everybody else dropping. However, Ulquiorra made one critical mistake. He didn't end Ichigo's plot pumper. Now, basically, a plot pumper is something I made just now. I made it up right now. A plot pumper is the person, place, or thing that pumps the plot into a main character or main characters or any character for real. Anytime he talks, walks, speaks, especially yells, Ichigo's feral, animalistic, primate malicious energy just kicks in and he locks in. She talking about, Ichigo, help me, please! Ichigo's on the ground, possibly dead. She's in significantly better shape than he is, so that request doesn't even make sense, but it doesn't matter because she's the plot pumper. Ichigo gets up in his new hollified form. Ulquiorra shoots a Seto at him. Ichigo counters with another Seto. They actually Seto clash twice. Ichigo then speed blitzes him, cuts his arm off, then hits a... Ulquiorra regenerates his arm, you know, Hashirama cells and all. He summons a spear and chucks it at Ichigo. When he dodges it, this happens. Damn, what was that? Does bro just casually have Russian artillery in his arsenal? And then he can casually make another one? Nah, he's actually OP, bro. Chat ban him. You watching right now. Go handle him, bro. He tweaking. Before Ulquiorra can get off his next one, Ichigo speed blitzes him. He sword strikes Ulquiorra. Ulquiorra blocks it. They take to the sky. Ichigo palms him in the face. That's exactly how Michael Jordan would palm a basketball before he does niggas. He drags his face up a building. They clash for like 3 seconds. Ulquiorra tries shooting a Seto. What are you looking at, Nick? Then Ichigo throws a big rock thingy at Ulquiorra. Ulquiorra was talking about something. Am I supposed to be intimidated by that? But he didn't know it was a diversion. Lil bro doesn't know about the art of a decoy. That's tough. Ulquiorra breaks the rock, so Ichigo sweeps down under the rubble because Ulquiorra was distracted by the rock. Ulquiorra dodges it though, jumps back. As he was about to throw the Russian artillery device, Ichigo stops it with his bare hands. Oh my gosh, nah. Ulquiorra, he just called you a bitch. He ain't even want to do you the grace of dodging the attack. He just straight up caught it. He snatched it out your hands, bro. Yeah, not gonna lie, bro. If that was me, I would never go for that. You gonna have to like tap into your third release form, Genki. Then Ichigo slices through Ulquiorra. Then Ichigo steps on his head and loads a Seto directly at his noggin, at his being, at his person. Meanwhile, Renji and them is still fighting Rudeborn. Damn, how he's still alive? He ain't that tough, bruh. He can only produce unlimited soldiers at will whenever he wants. Rukia finally, eventually freezes him, breaks him off, and like beats him. Ichigo Seto broke Ulquiorra in half, then he tosses him aside. As he was about to stab bro, Uryu stops Ichigo. So then Ichigo stabs Uryu and was about to blast him to smithereens. But before that happened, Ulquiorra cut Ichigo's horn, and that cracked Ichigo's mask and brought him back to the surface. As they were about to run back the ones once more, Ulquiorra starts disappearing. He is now about to die. No, he was a gold! Orihime, do you fear me now? No, nigga! I understand. Then he was fading away. No! Whoa! Yeah, Ichigo, not gonna lie, your girl almost got took. Leafy is here on roids, almost genuinely took your bit, bruh. Meanwhile, Yami is also on roids and turned into Espada number 0, and now he's this big thick. bro, what even is he, bro? Taikubo dead just be drawing anything. Now Chad, Rukia, and Renji have to fight, bro. That's tough. Soifon's getting worked, Shunsui's getting worked, Toshiro's getting fried. But then Toshiro remembered he's the greatest YN in all of Bleach, so he just genuinely froze her at no matter. Shawty can't stand regular Massachusetts weather. Baragon was low-genuinely frying them, so Soifon low-genuinely pulls out an RPG and eliminates him from the fight. Back over at Shunsui and Stark's fight, Stark's release form is literally him with 2 blinks. As Stark was talking to his Glock, Shunsui threw up a hat in front of his face and tried slicing him through the hat. Damn, that man got the moves. He got the moves like Jagger. He got the moves like Jagger. Then Stark starts up and fire on Shunsui mid-air. Then he got that pull on him. That man Starky boy be sliding with him. Pole extend.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
That man Shunsui thought he read how Stark's guns worked, but he almost got blasted point blank in the face by a Seto from his gun. Damn, Shunsui almost got put in the IG bio gang. Then Stark starts shooting mad Setos. He put the switch on his guns. Now he has Shunsui running away. Damn, gosh. Hey man, they don't call him the Primera Espada for no reason. He is #1. Mess with that Stark, you get hit with that iron. Yeah. Randomly though, Shunsui's man's Ukitake appears to help him out. A 2v1? Are we serious? No decorum? No shame? Have some decency. Nah, that's crazy. Wait, did Ukitake just shoot a Seto? You a hollow nigga? You the ops? Nah, get him out of here, gosh. Nah, I'm playing. Basically, Ukitake is Meliodas. He has full counter. However, he can also adjust the speed and pressure in which the blast comes out. So dodging it can throw you off and be kind of unpredictable. However, Stark's still Iron Man because he got that Iron Man. So he was still good. He was still alive. Stark helps pull on them some more, then they pause for a little. As they were about to continue, a huge Garganta opens up. Wonderweiss in a big fat hollow comes out the Garganta. This is exactly how Jamaican men pull up to the function with a lady. Wonderweiss looks to the left and immediately stabs Ukitake. Yo, the showings of speed in Bleach is so cool, bro. What did he get there? Shunsui immediately was spinning back for his mans, but Stark shoots him in the back. So then now the top 2 captains outside of Kenpachi both fall.
Shut that shit up, boy.
His scream breaks Holly Bell out the ice. Even Baragon got brought back too. The hollow blew off the fire that was entrapping Aizen, Kaname, and Gin. Basically, it's looking really bad for the Soul Reapers right now. That boy Izuru looks like he's reacting to the rapture. Just as the Soul Reapers were hitting the Wallahi I'm finished emote, the Visors arrived to save the day. Ah man, them Soul Reapers had never been more excited to see that dookie booty ass cut. Why is she arching her back like that, bruh? The big fat hollow summons Menos Grande to attack, but the Visors take down the Menos Grande. The Bonnie Blue Visored one taps the big fat hollow. I guess all them BBO squats be paying off, and now they all about to run phase in the sky. The Soul Reapers and Visors versus Aizen's army. Toshiro and Hiyori start flirting for a smooth like 2 minutes. Then Hiyori's friend starts getting whooped, so they lock in and help her. This big, very wide individual from the Visors pulls up to help Soifon. Baragon decays his arm. He teleports his arm inside Baragon, which causes him to decay because he's not immune to his own power. Then, just like that, Brook with no afro is gone, and Baragon starts thinking back to his past when he got his chain snatched by Aizen because he used to be the king of Hueco Mundo, but now he's not. So then, at a last-ditch attempt of hating, he throws his axe at Aizen to try to kill him, but he disintegrates, and his axe disintegrates, and then he dies. Aizen looks at him, then looks away. He does not care. Why is everybody watching as if him dying is some monumental event? Fuck this nigga. That man Stark is 2v1ing 2 of the Visors. Loki wants to go home and take a nap. Maybe hop on some Brawlhalla ranked using Mordex. But instead he got a fight, so he's tired, you feel me? So he Loki wants to end it. So he Loki summons a pack of wolves. These wolves explode on impact. The wolves, the Anthony Edwards, hawks down the 2 Visors and fried them. As Stark was about to finish them off, he gets stabbed in the back by Shunsui. Damn, that man Shunsui really got no shame, bro. Stark and Shunsui continue fighting once more. They're high-key going back and forth until Shunsui throws up his cloak. Stark slices through. He doesn't know where Shunsui is. Then Shunsui stabs him in his hole. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Stark, you just got edited on. And Shunsui didn't even use his Bankai. Damn, gosh. And you were my favorite Espada too. Alright, I'm tired of this. Lord Aizen. No! The Black Queen! She was so bad though! Nah, bro, we gotta get all of Africa, part of the Caribbean, to all slime out Aizen. There's no way he just did that, bruh. Damn near all the visors face Aizen. The Yori charges at Aizen, and she gets taken down by Gin. The extendo blade is so tough. I mentioned this in my Soul Society video, I think, but that's tough. If I had an extendo sword, I'm extendoing all of ATO in a single swing. Meanwhile, over in Detroit, the suburban prince and the Florida YN arrive to fight Yami. They're gonna hold Shaq back and eviscerate him while Ichigo goes back to fake Karakura town to fight Aizen and 6ix9ine and Captain Komamoro start jumping the black man with dreads. Mid-fight, he holofies and starts giving them a reverse whipping. That dog getting the dog shit beat out of him, bro. His former lieutenant pulls him down and starts pressing him, but then Kakashi gets impaled right through by the dreadhead. But the Captain Komamoro, the dog dude, activates his Bankai Kokujo Tengenyo. That sounds so fun to say. Just for that Bankai name, you will always be cooler than Clifford the big red dog. Unfortunately for him, the dreadhead starts frying his Bankai, which fries him. Then Kaname transforms again into this abomination of a being, but now the blind dude, because Kaname was blind, he can now see. He looks at the sky, he looks at his former subordinate, he looks at Komamura, calls this nigga chopped, then he immediately tries to take his life. Meanwhile, this man Shinji with his Zanpakuto just inverted this nigga's Aizen senses. Left is right, up is down, Cardi's good now. Everything is flipped. Not gonna lie, Shinji's Zanpakuto is OD. Why am I hearing he never wins in the manga? Back over with the Komamura fight, Komamura hits Kaname to the ground and actually gets his first good hit in. Hey man, it's about time. He was making you look like Usopp out there, Unk. But then bro gets knocked to the ground by some sound vibration, so maybe he actually is Usopp. As Kaname was about to finish Komamura off, he gets stabbed in the back by 6ix9ine, the Shanks affiliate, Shanks' cousin. 6ix9ine talking about some, yeah, you're not Captain Toastin anymore, you're washed now, Unk. Back over with Shinji, he's straight frying Aizen in his inverted world. At least that's what I would have said if I lied like a light skin. Haitian men never lie. Gangster, gangster. That man Toastin was on the ground, defeated. Shuhei about to get his ass deleted. As Komamura and Shuhei were talking to Kaname, Kaname's body exploded. Komamura was immediately about to fade Aizen. As he was about to do that, Ichigo pops out the sky. He tries Getsu got Tensho spamming, but he doesn't realize he's in a higher elo now. That shit don't work no more. So everybody else around all tries to jump Aizen. Despair is a word used to describe an absence of hope, typically following a failed attempt to succeed. Today, the words Aizen and despair were synonymous. There was no difference. Aizen slices through Komamura's Bankai, thus slicing through Komamura. Rose tries pulling in Aizen, he gets sliced through too. Lisa joins the fray, she lunges at Aizen. You would've thought Aizen was a misogynist the way he sliced her in the back. Is it Aizen, Luffy, or Chris Brown? We can't tell. Soifon appears before Aizen, lunges at him too. As she was about to strike, Toshiro freezes Aizen's arm so he can't defend. Soifon stabs him, that doesn't work, so Shunsui stabs him. Off into the distance, there's Shinji, spinning his blick on his finger, nigga think he a clock. Stop looking at him, look at Toshiro, he gets stabbed through the back by Toshiro! Aizen's trying to grab the blade, he can't move the blade, and they finally defeat Aizen, yes sir! It's about damn time. Aren't y'all elite Soul Reapers? All these Soul Reapers, all these visors and captains, y'all can't beat one dude? Man, I was about to say, man, it was looking kinda pitiful. That's crazy, bro. Ayo, Ichigo, why you looking like that? Guys, what the hell are you doing? Aizen's Zanpakuto's Genjutsu got them all, they got Momo! Aizen hit them with the almighty Zanpakuto cross-up Genjutsu, they got duped! Aizen, when did you turn on your Kyoko Suigetsu? My power is complete hypnosis. My shit tough, I know. Fool! I'm asking when you turned it on! So here's a question for you. Goofy, at what point did you think it wasn't on? Out of rage, Toshiro hits a beeline for Aizen. He gets dropped. Soifon charges next. She gets hit with misogyny. She gets dropped. Shinji and Shunsui are next at the same time. He immediately drops Shunsui. Shinji was about to attack. Aizen hits the cha-cha slide midair, then impales Shinji through the stomach. Ichigo's on the sidelines, petrified. Aizen annihilated them all. The squad wipe was complete. Yo, Ichigo, move, nigga. Why is the blood frozen?
Bucket hat splash.
Bucket hat splash. Finally, Yamamoto, the old bald man, finally thought it was a good idea to intervene and to fight Aizen. He tries to slash at Aizen that ends up getting stabbed. But then Yamamoto grabs the blade. His illusion can't work if he makes sure that he has the source of the illusion. Then he starts spawning up mad fire. His plan is to basically take him, the Soul Reapers, all out with Aizen to suicide, basically. Suicide bomb this nigga. Damn, Aizen is that strong. We got a suicide to beat him, gang? I unfortunately can't even call that lazy either because Aizen right now is more OP than 2018 Braun. However, Aizen planned specifically just for this. His Arrancar Wonderweiss spawned in and snuffed out all of Yamamoto's flames. He out there snuffing out flames. Him and Akainu aren't too different. Aizen stripped all of his reasoning, personality, logical ability, empowered him with the sole purpose to nullify Yamamoto's flames. Wonderweiss eliminate him.
Bon voyage, little nigga.
Wonderweiss gets back up. They go back and forth. Well, really, Yamamoto just beating his ass. Then Yamamoto hits him with the grown man strength of doom and crushes him to pieces. And now he was about to fade Aizen. However, all the fire that Yamamoto released, Wonderweiss absorbed. So now, chat, I gotta ask y'all something. If all the fire that Yamamoto produced was released right near Yamamoto, what do you think would happen to Yamamoto? Oh no!
Iris! Spring, green, 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 green!
And just like that, the head captain of the 13 Court Guard squads, Genryusai Yamamoto, is on the ground, about to lose. As Aizen was about to finish him off, Yamamoto grabs his leg. He suicide bombs himself in a different way to take down Aizen, but Aizen escapes. How you escape when he has your leg? Yamamoto, I'm not gonna lie, you gotta get your grip up. Pause, like your hand grip. You gotta get yourself one of these because he jumped away like nothing was holding him back. As Aizen was escaping that, he got blitzed by Ichigo's Gesuga Tensho. Damn, so spamming actually works in the end. But bro, Loki instantly regenerates. Good hit, young bull. You've matured well. Like what? Oh, you didn't know? Rukia coming to the world of the living. You being a Soul Reaper. All your fights, you coming to the Soul Society, your holification, your life, your parents. I planned it all, nigga. You didn't find it suspicious how somehow you were hanging with captains who's 300, 400, 500 years old? You thought you was built different? You thought you was nice, huh? Hell no. You were just my test subject. How long have I been your test subject? You said, well, though, bro. I said, when did you start thinking that I was gonna be a good test subject? First of all, don't raise your voice at me, youngin'. I'll smack shit out you. Second of all, I've known about you since the beginning. Stop playing around. Playing around? There's no El Cinco around. I've known about you since you were born, nigga. Yeah, since you was in the womb, since you was playing Marco Polo in the bowls, since your sperm first generated, I knew about you. I'm basically your pops. Why was I so involved? Because you're a human and a... pops? Ichigo and Ishin talk for a little bit, then they go back on the battlefield. Ichigo's fighting Gin, Aizen's fighting Ishin. Best father and son duo since LeBron and Bruh. Oh shit. That meant Ishin immediately get into work. Damn, strong ass swing. Every single string is destroying a building. He out there moving like this black dude from Boston. Gin launches his Bankai at Ichigo, but Ichigo stops the Bankai. Then he fires that good old Gesuga Tensho at Rose Noggin. They keep clashing. Ichigo almost got his top blown smooth off. Gin still doesn't know how to open his eyes. What's new? As Aizen and Ishin are fighting, Aizen starts fusing with the Hogyoku. As Aizen was fusing with the Hogyoku, he got shots from the back. And he gets shot by Bucket Hat Kisuke. Hey! Aizen immediately tries killing Kisuke, but Kisuke uses substitution jutsu. Aizen didn't know that Kisuke is tapped into the Naruto verse. Then Kisuke starts hitting Aizen with mad spells. Damn, are you sure this is Bleach? Ain't this the anime with like swords? He moving like Harry Potter, ain't it? I've actually never watched Harry Potter, but I could imagine that this is how he be moving. However, after those keto spells go off, it doesn't phase bro. So then Kisuke tries healing him away like white hair dude with the mask from JJK. That's how you know you tough, bro. When a nigga try to seal you away. Someone someone trying to seal you in anime is like top 3 signs of respect. They acknowledge they can't kill you, they acknowledge you're a belt-to-ass grandmaster, so they settle for sealing you off from the rest of the world. That's Jose. As Kisuke predicts though, Aizen does in fact break out of the seal. So then Kisuke and Isshin start trying to jump Aizen. They got him held up by some chains. As they're doing that, Yoruichi spawns in. Where'd she come from? And starts wheeling on Aizen. And now Aizen's in the ground. Damn, how that ground tastes, goober. He in that bed looking very sleepy, looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Aizen K, Espada K, Arrancar K, till my bones decay. Oh shit, he's back up. All 3 of them tried jumping him, but he blows them away. Damn, right now he's genuinely bleached Thanos. He's just not purple and doesn't look like LeBron James. Ichigo, not gonna lie, y'all are finished. I've been working with Aizen for a long time and he was already strong, but I've never seen him this strong. Y'all might as well just give up. Y'all not hanging with Senpai. What? What'd you just call him? I ain't saying nothing. Nah, bro, the dicky man, shut your ass up, man. Like I said, y'all not beating him. I'm gonna find a way. I thought you'd say that. There's no telling how strong he is, and now that he's this powerful, he probably doesn't need you either. See, now I didn't expect you to say that. Now it sounds a lot like you're glazing him. Glazing the ops? That's what you do, Ichigo? You're giving up? My opinion of you changed, Ichigo. I ain't think you was pussy. Now catch this blade, nigga. Ichigo dodges the attack and immediately holophos. They fight. Gin keeps extending his pole. He actually extends it so much to the point where he knocks off Ichigo's mask. He put a switch on his sword's extraction speed. Niggas really put a switch on anything, dog. Aizen arrived having defeated all 3 of them. He walks up, decides to let Ichigo live because Ichigo is a bastard and too insignificant to do any real damage. Then they leave onwards to the real Karakura town that is currently in the Soul Society. And now Ichigo is here with the face of utter despair, as if he just found out his girl was the Michael Jordan of her college dormitories. However, somehow, someway, the predicament he's in is actually worse. However, Ichigo's dad is still alive. He's like, hey yo Ichigo, let's lock in and beat Aizen. We can't. Shut your ass up. I know I ain't raised no bitch. You quitting, dog? Man, that junk corny. Corny.
That shit kind of corny, bro, for real. Yeah, shit the fuck out of here. I'm not carrying no shit, you know, baby.
He said corny? Oh hell no. Yeah, let's lock in, let's beat his ass. Ichigo and Isshin get inside the Dongai, then they realize the cleaner is gone. This is because Aizen broke the cleaner. Dudes get strong, dudes get powerful, dudes get muscular and just start doing anything. Sometimes I am dudes. Now, this actually benefits Ichigo. 2,000 hours inside the Dongai is 1 hour everywhere else. 2,000 hours is equivalent to 83 days or 3 months. So theoretically, if Ichigo were to train for 3 months worth of time, it would only amount to an hour. So he would get 3 months stronger in an hour, which means that he could maybe get strong enough to stop Aizen. What I just said about like the training for 3 months is exactly what's gonna happen. Isshin's gonna help Ichigo combine all his spamming Getsuga Tenshos into one big Getsuga Tensho called the final Getsuga Tensho. Ichigo goes inside himself again. He taps him with his inner mind, his inner conscious. He taps him with Zangetsu. He's younger now though. Get a load of this guy trying to regain his youth. Over in the real Karakura town, Aizen's walking around, aura farming, crushing Ichigo's friends with his spiritual pressure. As Aizen was about to kill them, Bob Marley comes out the cut to try to save them, but he's kind of buns. He's kind of Usopp. So Rangiku comes out the cut to save him. So Gin walks up to her, touches her on the chest, and drops her shit. Damn, bro, casual SA before dropping her? That's not the method, gang. You're lucky you're an anime character and we can't cancel you. If you were a Twitch streamer, we'd have you neutered on a boat to the Kerguelen Islands by midnight. But you're just Gin, so you're safe, I guess. Gin catches up with Aizen. Ichigo's friends run away. Aizen was about to kill him, but Gin was like, you know what, Aizen? I got this, and touches his sword. Why is this baboon touching my blick? Then Gin blasts Aizen through his chest. Yo! That man Gin backstabbed Aizen so good he stabbed him in the front. He just got no look front stabbed by his best mans. Damn, Aizen. This is why you watch anime. You would never see none like this in no other form of media. And the front stabbing backstab gets worse. When he pulled his sword out, he left some poison inside of Aizen so Aizen could, like, you know, no longer exist. Then as Aizen was dissolving, he stole the Hogyoku out from him and then posed like an Avenger. And then there Aizen was on the ground, looking like a Zenin clan member. Now Gin's in some alley holding the Hogyoku, thinking, damn, it's over now. Let's go. Aizen comes back, is in the air all farming, refuses with the Hogyoku, then slashes the man who hates opening his eyes, who actually opened his eyes this time. As Gin was laying down on the ground, Rangiku pulled up and was crying. Gin and Rangiku have a past, not that type of past though, so yeah, she's like sad. Ichigo spawns back in as a dreadhead. Now I am well aware that these are not dreads, however, for Asians, these are basically dreads. This hairstyle right here is the Caucasian Asian equivalent of a dreadhead. Tatsuki, Keigo, Mizohiro, Chizuru, nigga with the locks. Who the hell are you? You've seen me before many times! Y'all, stay right there and allow me to fry this nigga. Aizen, let's do this somewhere else. Fry me. I see you gained some humor along with your long hair. You're not Samson, Lil, bro. Growing your hair out not gonna give you strength. How is he grabbing me?
360
Grimmjow. I got this.
That made Ichigo just grabbed Aizen and relocated him against his will. Yes, sir. That boy Aizen is angry. Not gonna lie, I'd be angry too if a nigga face palmed me across the globe and threw me to the earth. Aizen appears behind Ichigo. They clash and destroy the mountain or the hill behind them. They continue fighting. Aizen just keeps yapping, clashing and yapping, clashing and yapping. Aizen wants to randomly remark, you know, bro, I can really shatter your Zanpakuto right now if I really want to. Matter of fact, let me show you. He goes to try to shatter Ichigo's blick, but Ichigo caught his blick instead. He caught his blick with no gloves, with no fear. Truly the audacity of a dreadhead equivalence. Aizen though genuinely starts freaking out, so he starts throwing up keto spells against Ichigo. He entraps Ichigo in a very depressing looking black box. This don't look mad malicious. This is where Diddy belongs, not wherever he's at. And with one hand, Ichigo breaks through the keto spell. Then Ichigo walks up to Aizen, calls him a bum with falsified fleeting motion, then slices him across the chest. After that, Aizen backs away, all the way here. That man is terrified. Grown ass man being terrified. What's wrong with him? Aizen, in our last battle, you asked me, why did I back away? Now I have the same question for you. Why did you back away just now? Pussy. Man, what the hell even is this, bruh? Aizen launches the blast straight at Ichigo and it explodes. His left arm is low-key jacked up though. So then Aizen grabs Ichigo by the neck and genuinely puts him in this predicament. I genuinely don't know what I'm looking at. This is exactly the predicament I get put in every time I say Polo G's good in 2026. Haha, Ichigo, you thought you could beat me, but you can't. I'm the best. For a second you had me there, but I forgot. You're Aizen. Shut up, bro. Damn, all you do is talk. All you do is yap. Yo, breath stink too, nigga. Fuck. Matter of fact, bro, let me lock in. Ichigo turns into final Getsuga Tensho Ichigo. Here his hair gets black and it gets longer too. When I lock up, I'm gonna look exactly like this. As you can see by the way Ichigo is carrying himself, the mask over his face, the cadence in which he happens to exist, no glaze. He is going to genuinely brutalize Aizen. Side note, if he uses this technique Mugetsu, Ichigo will lose all his Soul Reaper powers. And this is what it looks like. This is what greatness looks like. That boy Aizen gets cut in half. That's what happens when you mess with Ichigo. You get hit in your shaft. Wait, and there Aizen was on the ground, regenerating? Ichigo flash steps to bro, then loses his Soul Reaper powers. Aizen starts getting all happy. He thinks he's won it, but randomly he starts getting hit with a keto. From who? From Kisuke. Bucket Hat Kisuke, the second best Bucket Hat member of all time. He hit bro with it earlier, but it's only now taking effect because now he's weak enough for it to affect him. He was going to try to fight back, but the Hogyoku was rejecting him. The Hogyoku said Aizen's washed, got no sauce, and that Ichigo got more aura, and more hose, and more motion, and cooler hair. So he can't rely on the Hogyoku for strength, and he's getting sealed away. Oh, I can't sing. And just like that, Aizen gets sealed into whatever you call this. And then finally, bro was defeated. Yes, sir! Sonny boy, we gotta get that money, boy. Yami was defeated too, old big Ann. And later, that man Aizen got sentenced to prison for 18,800 years. God damn, 18,800? I can't even say what did bro do, cause I know what bro did, but oh my gosh. What's so funny? The likes of you sentencing me to prison? I just find it amusing, that's all. What? Matter of fact, 20,000 years to prison. And just like that, the Arrancar arc is over. What a beautiful arc, man. I did not think this video was gonna be this long. I was aiming for an hour. Nope. That man Aizen. Follow my Instagram, check out my new fit pic, you hear me? Shout out my guy Ches for tapping into the Twitch streams. Drink some lemonade and subscribing that bitch. I'm locked in like I'm daytime. Yeah, had your shorty on FaceTime. You was cool over on the other side. Don't be switching up when you see me shine. Know a couple niggas, they might ride or die. When I hear a function, know I gotta slide. That's cap, nigga. I be in the crib making videos, posting online.